Hey everybody, I've been walking down here for hours. I can't find the secretary. Like I said, it feels like I've been just walking in circles for hours. I came to check out this haunted building, which seems like a week ago. My light's dying. I don't have any food left. I'm almost out of water. I'm starting to get really scared.
Hey everybody, it's Drewsky, McGillicuddy, and the time has come to actually review a movie on this channel. So, being that it's almost Halloween, and we love horror movies here at the Drewsky McGillicuddy channel, I figure what better horror movie to show you for the Halloween season than 2011's Grave Encounters. And this movie first premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival, which kind of gives it, I don't know what the word is. Don't even worry about it. But before I get into the movie, I just want to talk about my initial experience, which might be somewhat of a spoiler for my rating, but that's fine. That's fine. Nobody gives a shit about my rating anyway. Half the time it's just made up nonsense. First time that I ever watched Grave Encounters, it was one of those situations where it was 3 o'clock in the morning, secretary was sleeping. I think I might have been laid off work at the time, so I had all the time in the world to stay up all night watching scary movies and Trailer Park Boys. So that's what I did. And I remember scrolling for what seems like ever, because it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I know it wasn't 3 o'clock in the morning when I laid down, but when I clicked on, it might have been 3:15 in the morning. Anyway, so I click on this movie, Grave Encounters. And it's about like a ghost hunting crew going ghost hunting. And I'm thinking, oh, why am I even bothering to do this? Because I hate ghost hunters. I hate all those ghost hunting shows on the Sci-Fi Channel. I've tried to watch them. They're all a bunch of bullshit. Now, not that all of that stuff is a bunch of bullshit, because I myself have been to Waverly Hills Sanitarium in Louisville, Kentucky. And I can assure you that there's something fucky going on around there, okay? And call me a skeptical, but don't call me a skeptical anymore, because after going down there, I mean, there's something for sure. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Grave Encounters from 2011 and how back in, 2012, 13, I watched it on Netflix, and I'm sitting there watching it thinking, this is going to be terrible. This is going to be absolutely terrible because, the guy Preston, he's like the host of the show. He's just so fake, and it's like cringeworthy, if you will. So I stuck with it. Maybe I should wait to tell you my experience after the fact. I don't know. I don't necessarily want to tell you. So I'm just going to tell you, okay? After this movie was over, even though halfway through it, I'm like, this movie ain't that good. I don't like it. After it was over, I was more scared than I had ever been in my life. I woke the secretary up and said, babe, I got to pee. And she's like, then go to the fucking bathroom. I'm like, no, I need you to go in there with me. I need you to go in there with me and watch me and make sure nothing happens to me. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, I just watched the scariest fucking movie I might have ever seen in my motherfucking life. So she gets up out of our bedroom. It's right there. It's over here. We live in this little one-bedroom house. It's got like the Cape Cod upstairs, but it's technically a one-bedroom. I'm going to call it a one-bedroom. Just a little house for two people to live in. Anyway, don't worry about that. I'm pointing at it, right? I'm pointing at my fucking bedroom. Well, there's my bathroom. Right outside my bedroom door. I was so fucking scared that I had her get up out of the bedroom, walk outside the bedroom door, right into the bathroom door. And then stand there with me while I peed, because I was terrified. I was terrified to be awake, asleep, alone, or, even with the secretary there, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I guess it was because a lot of movies don't scare me. Like The Exorcist, when I was a little kid, it never scared me, okay? But watching this movie for the first time, not knowing what it is, just popping it on, movie called Grave Encounters about ghost hunting. How bad could it be? And then just, wow, okay? Wow. This is one of the only movies that have ever scared me. Probably no more than 10 movies have legitimately scared me. I want to loop disturbing me in with scaring me, because there's movies that have disturbed me and fucked me up after watching it, and then there's movies that scare me that, I'll be all right the next day, okay? Because I was all right the next day. And I was so all right that I was like, you know what? I'm going to show you while I was scared. Why the fuck can't I talk? I was going to show her why the fuck I was so scared, okay? But anyway, we're not going to, don't worry about that, all right? So the movie is supposedly a bunch of footage compiled from this ghost hunting team that goes to this mental hospital that's been shut down for years due to malpractice and stuff like that. And the very beginning of the movie, which I feel like I know I've watched it and whatever, but it's never really something, okay? Watching it last night, the guy at the beginning of the movie that explains what we're about to watch, that explains that this is real, these people, this was his show, he went to film episode 6 of Grave Encounters and never came back, but this footage somehow mysteriously showed up at their office. So they took 72 hours of footage and then compressed it for time, cut out dead space where nobody's doing anything. But basically explains the only editing we have done to this is cutting it down for time, because it was 72 hours worth of footage cut down to an hour and a half. So we begin the movie and they're out, getting all their equipment out of the car, setting up B-roll footage, and then they go around asking people about their experiences. Like there's the caretaker, there's a gardener, and some other people, and they're just asking, what kind of things have you seen working here? And then the caretaker takes them around and shows them all the different things, shows them this window that he says he closes every night, but every morning he comes back and the window's open. Okay, so it's like watching an episode of Ghost Hunters. The first half hour to 40 minutes of this movie is like legitimately watching an episode of Ghost Hunters. Now, I will admit at first, when I first watched it, I wasn't, really liking Preston's character. There's Preston, TC, Matt, and I can't remember, the girl's name is so weird. I can't remember how to say it. I'll have it pop up maybe. Whatever the hell her name was. Anyway, I'll call her the girl. And then they brought in a psychic medium named Houston. And I'm pretty sure he's fake. They never just basically come out and say he's staying in character. But I guess even if you were a real psychic, you would have a character about you. I don't know. It's kind of like how I stay in character on this movie channel or at the haunted house or whatever have you. What the fuck am I talking about? So as the caretaker takes them into the building where they'll be setting up their monitors and, the cooler with the food and all the other stuff, there's a door and it's chained shut, and it's a great shot because it says death awaits. But, a couple of them thinks it's a little corny that the door says death awaits on it. It's going to be real corny in about another half hour, too. Once they're inside, they decide that they're going to have the caretaker lock them in, and he's going to come back at 6 o'clock in the morning to let them out. Only problem is, and this is the most creative thing about this movie, and I don't even know if I should tell you. You know what? I'm not going to tell you. There's something that happens, because everything slowly starts to happen. The first real thing that happens is, I think they touch her hair. I can't remember. I think there might have been something small. But they start to realize that they can't find their way around, and it's almost as if the building is shifting on them. and time standing still ceased. I ended up telling you anyway. But rest assured, me telling you some of this shit does not justify you watching it alone in the dark at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay? So yeah, they're stupid. They have them lock them inside, but it's like, even if they wouldn't have been locked inside, do you really think, I mean, even though you haven't seen it, do you think they were gonna, am I spoiling it? Fuck. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the spoilers. Just worry about doing what I tell you to do and watching Grave Encounters, because I don't want to go too far into it. Just imagine you're watching Ghost Hunters, and then shit really starts happening, and then you start noticing the runtime for the show just keeps going on and on and on, and you're like, when the fuck is this going to be over? Because like, it's like, you know, you were only supposed to be there for a couple hours, and now it's been 3 fucking days. It just gets crazier and crazier and crazier until this happens. But I just wanted to, can you imagine what's going on in there? Let's play that game. What do you think happens after that? Because I gotta tell you, this movie might be one of my all-time favorite horror movies. Not just horror movies from 2010 to 2020, just in general. I've watched this movie countless times. I've showed it to countless people. It is a 10 out of 10 fucking masterpiece. I know a lot of people ain't gonna jive with it, kind of how I wasn't jiving with it when I first watched it, because of the whole found footage and this pretend fucking ghost hunter group, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. The movie stuck with me. It's grown on me even more over the years. I used to think, wow, this is scary. But now, overall, watching it, paying extra close attention, the attention to detail, and just the creativity. Like, there's nothing quite like this movie out there, except for maybe the sequel, which I haven't watched, because I've heard the sequel is terrible. But anyway, that's all I got for you today, everybody. So please, let me know. Have you seen Grave Encounters? What did you think? Make sure to leave a comment, like the video, share the video, subscribe, all of that mumbo jumbo. And then please, if you're feeling generous, come on over to patreon.com so I can get some equipment, so I got to keep using this goddamn phone, because I hate everything about technology. Anyway, don't worry about that. Worry about, I love you. Now get the fuck out. Whoa. In case I don't see you, happy Halloween. Fucking gay.